Hello from CES 2019. We are here in Las Vegas with a company called Aris MD, and they're in medical visualization space, DICOM analysis and all that. And we're here, we have Scott Edgar with the company. Please tell us more, thank you for having us. Please tell us more about your company.
Sure. So Aris MD is a company doing 3D visualization of medical imaging data. So we take DICOM data and we can load it in real time into 3D. And one of the big differentiating factors we have is the ability to segment out in real time automatically different parts of the anatomy. So we can take things, for example, we have a brain here. We can remove the brain from this image and move it off to the side. So now I can look inside the brain and we can see it without all of that brain tissue in the way. So if you look at this now, what I have on the screen here, you'll see that you can see a brain tumor in here. You can also see all of the vascular systems surrounding that brain. So it allows a practitioner or a radiologist or a surgeon to look at it and determine the best path to extract that tumor with the least amount of harm to the patient. We can also take these surgical plans and bring them into augmented reality, which allows you to see both the patient and the imaging at the same time. This is the virtual reality. So in virtual reality, we can do the same thing, but with the added advantage of depth perception and that immersion, so you can truly see close up and personal what you're looking at. The augmented reality aspect allows you to take this surgical plan that you make in virtual reality or on the screen into an operating room and be able to see the patient during the procedure and see exactly where pathology is in or on the patient.
Before this interview, I actually put that 3D monitor, the 3D device on, and I could see multiple layers of this MRI. Is it MRI or CT?
This is MRI.
MRI image. And the tumor itself was also three-dimensional. And so what's your clinic? What are the clinical scenarios that you envision that that your system can be used in? ENT, neurosurgery, preoperative planning?
Absolutely. We kind of see this as an end-to-end solution. So the ability to go all the way from radiology and diagnosis through surgical planning, patient communication. It's a fantastic tool for communicating things to a patient about what's going to happen to them in a procedure or what's going on with them. Even for training and schooling, the ability to take apart anatomy without having to use a cadaver or something in medical school, and right through to surgery. And we're procedurally agnostic, so we can work with any procedure, providing that the imaging gives the information needed. So that's kind of our core requirement, is that we visualize the data that already exists in a new way that allows you to see it in more detail.
So how is that analysis actually done? Is it done on your servers? Is it done on computers? What's the software behind this? Behind the system, behind your technology?
That's a great question. So this is an entirely proprietary software system. We built it from the ground up. It is entirely self-contained on this laptop. There is no internet proportion, and we install it on premise in clinics in order to avoid having to deal with things like HIPAA requirements, because the clinic then has their own privacy systems in place in order to protect data. So we integrate with those systems, allowing them to access data they already have within their system.
And it works with DICOM?
Yes, DICOM data.
What's your business model? You sell software as a subscription, as a one-time deal, and what is your target audience? Clinics, individual physicians?
Yeah, great question. I'll start with the targets. Our targets, at this point, we're looking to communicate with some of the larger hospital organizations, bodies that own multiple hospitals, in order to drive adoption, but we are definitely not adverse to talking to individual physicians even. And our model is an upfront installation cost with an annual or monthly licensing fee.
How's the company doing?
So far, so good. We're actually just launching the product at CES this year, so this is our kind of first unveiling to the public offering. And so far, it's been a great show. We've had a lot of great conversations.
Are you're based in Silicon Valley?
Well, our company is based in the United States. We're a Delaware company. My co-founder and I live in Canada. We have a fairly large team in both San Francisco and Austin, Texas.
And do you have to go through regulatory process to obtain clearances?
I'm not sure what the process will be with that for the operating room portion. The other portions, of course, we're just providing data that already exists in a new visualization. So we're, as far as we know, we are outside of the regulatory requirements here.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.